We go this way just to fill in map, because I like map being filled in.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh, really? How long is that going to take? I can deal with 12 hours instead of resting here. Yeah, let's do it. Just don't come across anything along the way. Oh, what are they getting? They're getting exhausted. That's okay. We'll just rest here.
Oh, my life is a burden.
Yeah. So go sell some stuff, Jeff. What do you do for the mission with the talking dog? I never encountered a talking dog. My 2,000 hours of gameplay in an advice room. Valerie catches up with you near the trading post and touches you on the shoulder. Oh. Legless Jeff wants a beard field. Can I talk to you? I suppose. This better not be like romantically or anything, because I mean, kind of cute, but be a real hassle getting in and out of all that plate every time we want to have a break behind the barn. Now that the Stag Lord is defeated, you rightfully own the stolen lands. Jamandi Aldori will endorse you and grant you the Baron's title. The girl looks at you with interest and a little apprehension. What will you do when you sit on the throne, Legless Jeff wants a beard field? Please don't say you haven't thought about it. If I say, whatever happens, I hope you're beside me, I appreciate it. Because I don't want to take the lawful neutral one. I mean, it's not completely out of character, but it kind of is. Whatever happens, I hope you are beside me. I appreciate your help, and I appreciate you yourself, Valerie. Valerie carefully studies your face for a long time, as if trying to find something. Finally, she gives you a soft smile and shakes her head. I would put down any other man who would say this, but not you. I'm sure you value me, my support, and my military talent. Does that mean she's staying in the group? Good. Never played it as a completionist or always role-playing? Oh, fair enough. Show me your wares, Oleg. I got stuff to sell. Huh. That's not much stuff. Hey, we got money. Alright, what do we... Yeah, poor Jeff. He's getting absolutely punished here, isn't he? Actually, we can get rid of those now, I guess. Alright, what do we got? Let's get rid of some books. Bit of blasphemy there. You never do the story in the Elder Scrolls? Oh, that's why I play games. We don't sell the gold stuff, do we? Probably not going to use that. I should probably put those boots on someone. Oh, that's the That's that book. We can still get rid of it, right? Do we want to sell the toy? I guess they're just toys, right? Or do they do something? Money, 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 money. Money. The toys have no other purpose? Good. We'll sell that note for no money. We'll quickly check those, but I'm pretty sure we're going to sell them. We'll put the mobility check on someone who's got the highest mobility or has no stats. Is it going to be Jeff? Oh, it's going to be her. Oh, she's got 11 mobility. Ugh, harem. Go away, harem. Yeah, I think we're just selling those. Let's go with Tuscutter is dead. You could mount his head on a wall as a trophy. Oleg looks at the bloodstained boar's head with respect, touching its tusk with his finger to test how sharp it is. That's one heck of a beast. I'd love to have a trophy like that, but a deal is a deal. The head goes to the old Benzin, and his bounty goes to you. Cool. The Stag Lord's gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. Oleg looks at you with respect, bordering on admiration, and good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the Stolen Lands, rather than just surviving. Oh, by the way, Oleg, taxes are due. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely boost trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them. Well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Rostov and report your great victory. I still have some unfinished business here. I wonder if that's going to do stuff. Hey, McCall, we beat the Stag Lord. We'll speak another time. Alright, so Jamadi Alduri said, so we did it with like in half the time we needed. So we could have rested a lot more. Or we could do other stuff. Seriously? And you missed it? Yes. Yes, you did. It was epic. We released an owlbear. I'm pretty sure we can do some of this other stuff here. Oh, where is Keston? Is he here? He said he'd be at Oleg's.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Oh, he's inside. If you beat Staglord and go to Jumanji before 30 days, you get a named jeweler's sword. Wow. Jeff, go inside. He's doing a little dance. Jeff, go inside. Oh, waiting for dog. Keston. I failed to keep Tatsuchi alive. He attacked me and was killed.
Well, this is not the best outcome, but I think it will be good enough for Jamandi. Take this as a reward for your help. I'll send word to Restov and let them consider how they might return the favor.
Well, more experience would be good.
Once again, I thank you for your help. I'll remain here until my men recover from their wounds. Meanwhile, we'll help guard the trading post and fight off any bandits should they return. Good luck in all your plans and endeavors.
Okay, I'll see you later. Farewell. We close? Oh man, so close. Help Amiri kill another mighty monster. We could do the wargs. It gives you -5 to attack when attacking a party member. I don't think that would have stopped Amiri from critting Tristan for 60 the other day.
We shall move.
Okay. Takes all we can to get through one of these passages with Grotus Boy because he's such a Debbie Downer. Have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Torag and start worshipping Grotus instead? Your question might seem offensive, Legless Jeff wants a Beardfield, but I'm not offended. I realize you ask it because you wish to learn more about Grotus. Harum squeezes his beard in his fist, but in a moment he lets it free again. Torag betrayed me, Legless Jeff wants a Beardfield. All he's ever done was look down with contempt on all my futile efforts to please him. I crafted armor plates, but they fell apart with a single strike of a fist. I smithed swords, but they broke at the hilt. Torag's priests used to say that such failures were the curse of their uncompromising deity. Harum's fingers grabbed his beard with such force it seems he'll tear a handful of hair out of it. It was Grotus who opened my eyes. He showed me that a failure is a manifestation of his will. The end time is near, Legless Jeff wants a Beardfield, and every failure is just another step towards it. Torag's curse is only half the reason for my failure. The other half is the blessing of Grotus, which I have borne from early childhood. Harum smiles warmingly at his thoughts. So the short answer to your question is no. Could have just said that. I never regretted opening my soul to Grotus. Could have just said. To level 6? What to level 6? Yeah, that's why we dumped him as soon as we could. From what I've heard, Grotus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Ha! Who told you that? I'd like to look that slanderer in the eye. Harum bursts into laughter, but you can't understand what's so funny. You see, Legless Jeff wants a Beardfield, sanity is quite a relative concept, Harum says as laughter recedes. Each of us is certain that he is the sanest creature in the world. Meanwhile, we periodically doubt the sanity of others. So what happens if 2 or 3 people claim that someone else is insane? Does that make it true? Perhaps the accusers have lost their minds themselves. The longer a cleric listens to the whispers of Grotus, the better he comprehends the essence of his designs, and the deeper his understanding becomes. When enlightenment comes, the mind of a cleric ascends to a new level of understanding, which is inaccessible to simpler souls. Is it insanity? This is for you to decide, Legless Jeff wants a Beardfield. My decision was made long ago. When I reach enlightenment, I'll accept with joy and delight. Ha! Well, you'll learn Grotus's divine plans. Remember to tell me about them. I could use a good laugh. Harum seems not to hear the irony in your words. Oh, of course I will tell you. I will tell everyone. The word of Grotus will lead us forward unto the inevitable. We could tell him to leave, but yeah, that would be mean. We're done talking with Harum. Yay! I don't know if I could talk with him much more.
Time becomes distance.
How did the Battle of Staglog went? Describe it as a salad. It's like a chicken Caesar. The bacon was extra crispy, but there was just too much anchovy. Oh, but I got ranch instead of Caesar dressing, so that made up for it. What can you tell me of Sarenrae? Sarenrae is the goddess of temperance and patience. Solar Flame Goddess teaches its compassion for the weary and mercy to those who go astray. What would you like to know of her? I'd like to hear the history of your faith. There is much to tell, but I'm afraid I would miss the mark. I fear I would bore you. Yeah, you would. Is there something specific you wish to know? How did Sarenrae come to be? Why didn't I check the box in the settings so your party members will be at the same level as you? Oh, because that makes it a custom difficulty. I just went for the standard hard difficulty. How did Sarenrae come to be? Sarenrae is one of Galarian's eldest deities. Once she was an angel that had gathered the armies of her celestial allies behind her. The battle in which showed her valor decided the fate of a world, and her victory she was rewarded with divinity. I'm pretty sure that on hard, though, that they do level up when they're not in combat. I just haven't leveled the other guy because I'm never going to use him again. So there's no point leveling his character. In the sacred text, Sarenrae is shown as a beautiful bronze-skinned maiden, her hair dancing flame. Tristan smiles slightly, but her appearance is not what matters. It is the grace she brings with her touch, healing and salvation. There'll be times where it backfires. Well, I mean, usually there are times when playing on hard backfires, because it's hard. That's the point of playing on hard. And also, I didn't know that that was one of the options until someone else asked a similar question last week. And the long answer for it is I don't go through every single difficulty setting to see what I can do to make the game easier when I'm specifically putting it on hard to start with. You know, I mean, I could just put it on easy and select every single option that makes the game like cake and then uninstall it and just watch the cutscenes in YouTube. But I want to play the game. Tell me about this battle you mentioned. What was the act of valor of Sarenrae? Seems to be like a recurring topic. Yeah. Why are you playing the game, streamer? Her greatest moment of glory is battle against the monstrous Rovagug, who threatened to destroy Galarian. Sarenrae delivered the strike that staggered the horrendous... She took the kill steal and allowed her allies to shackle it. Once the rough beast was captured, the goddess split the earth, and gods threw the behemoth into the depths. Once it was done, the goddess sealed the pit and commanded her faithful to stay away from the scar that was left in the land. It's funny, when I was playing Slay the Spire, very few people ever asked, why do I play on Ascension 20? They just accepted the fact that I was playing on Ascension 20. Imprisoned in the Age of Creation, the god Rovagug, also known as the Rough Beast, the Great Destroyer and the Worldbreaker, seeks only to destroy creation and the other gods. Believed to be imprisoned in a state of torpor somewhere deep within Galarian, his increasingly restless stirrings are taken by many to be the cause of volcanic activity and earthquakes. His worshippers are known for embodying the god's dominion over destruction, disaster, and wrath. We've always been at war with the Center 20, that's right. Just falls silent for a few moments. Alas, mortal beings are imperfect. Not even the most faithful among us can always follow their deity's commandments. Even when such commandments are meant to save us, the world and their followers, I for one pray the goddess is never again as furious as she was with Gormaz. That's enough for now. We'll talk more on another check somewhere. I should go. Alright. The dailies have always been our ally. Nice. We should go rest.
Step, step, step!
Why are we talking to Amiri? Ugh. Oh, I think we've done all of Amiri's chat, haven't we? Because she just speaks in like 2-word sentences. And then, Hey, Chief, Amiri gives you a broad grin. What's on your mind? You look purty. So, have you proven yourself to be a mighty warrior? I may have. The trial is finished, and if someone ever doubt me, I prove it. Mary shakes her fist at the unseen offender. So, I'm the chieftain of your new tribe. What do you expect of me? Tribe always must have plenty of food. Tribe's enemies must be tough, not some easy scum. Tribe's fighters must challenge the strongest enemies. Also, well, Amiri contemplates deeply. You must rule the tribe, make big decisions. She waves her hand vaguely. Thanks, Amiri. I'll speak later. Amiri expected snoo snoo, yeah. Man, she would snap Legless Jeff in half. Without a doubt. He certainly most then would become a quarterling. Do we want any of these foods? Fruits? Oh, we do want fruits. We don't want shrooms yet. I don't know what's in our recipes. Maybe you should just carry all the foods. Diamond dust. Okay. Oh, do we need the sycamore tree thing? Can we just sell those? Petition to make a paladin named Zaf Brannigan with no charisma. Permission granted. I will even sign that one for your playthrough of whatever game you choose. Keep them for later. Right. Keep them in the bag. Oh, they don't weigh anything. Might as well just keep them in the bag, right? Does that mean I keep them on my body? Well, they don't weigh anything. What's the deal with these things? The fragment necklace. I could probably sell that as well. Oh, we need to sell those. Definitely selling those. Let's take the foods with us from now, because I'm sick of not being able to... Oh, is that a lot of foods? That was a lot of foods. What's a rope for? I'm going to be somewhere and some dudes will be like, oh, yeah, I can do that with those things. I'll be like, oh, where are they? Cool, they're 500 hours away. Oh, the dog, yeah, I know, right? Oh.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
Back up in mind, Jeff. Show me where's Oleg. Solid. Rest awaits. I plan to set off right away. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait till it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Rostov. But I want to go now. Oh, there we go.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the stolen lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it.
Oh, did you now?
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society
Baron
of Restov.
Legless Jeff
and
wants
even
a beard
Natala
field.
Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish. But this time, as a ruler. But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor.
Food.
All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
Okay.
Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
I've already got 5 other people, and they're really cool, and they fit well, and I don't want some idiot sort of mucking that up. I had one. His name was Harem. He's not a real human. Kasil, a young half-orc with impeccable poise, performs a textbook bow. Well, you know. Jemani, just what kind of game are you playing? I think I have the right to know.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
I know very little. What do I need to know about the history of Brevoy?
What's now called Brevoy was originally 2 different countries, Rostland and Isia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the 2 states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
Yeah, that's true.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Isia. We, the Eldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history.
Fair enough.
Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Isian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
What do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Eldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back. But open confrontation was out of the question.
Sounds like Games of Thrones.
But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Sertova, the former kings of Isia. But their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Sertova and Eldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
What role do I play in your plans?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Isians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Sertovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
No, you won't. Unless you want us to do
The
it.
Stolen Lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
Don't the Swordlands have any other foreign allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Eldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
Okay. What part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selemius.
Okay. If Natala is already here, why did she let you grant me the title?
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so. Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war.
Maybe.
In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side.
Ooh,
if war breaks
wants to
out
win
and at
me
least
over,
one
hey?
of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
What happens next?
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
There was a piece on the board.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Not really. I don't need an envoy.
Don't think I'm trying to impose a nanny or a spy on you. We're neighbors now. You'll need someone knowledgeable about Brevoy's politics to act as an ambassador to your court. If you don't like Casil, you're free to choose someone else, but I won't be able to vouch for the loyalty or trustworthiness of another envoy.
Fair enough. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs.
I prefer checkers.
Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
That's one exploits.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Alright. I'm going to quickly refresh my tea, have a quick trip to the bathroom. We'll come back and have some party, and become a baron.